All right, we're back. So instead of giving you guys all just videos of just strictly TradingView and charts, let's try to switch over to explaining like what prop firms are and how you can trade futures and how you can try to leverage yourself into making pretty good profit like me. I'm going to go over the rules. I'm going to go over the firm that I would use. I'm going to go over how I would risk those accounts. Me personally, this isn't financial advice for you to go do this specifically. This is just showing what I would do and what I do personally. It is all my opinion. It is not advice. It is not me telling you to go do this. Obviously, to cover my ass, I don't want you guys to think that I'm telling you to do this and then you go lose some money and then you come back and try to pin it on me. I'm just explaining what I do. You guys can choose to do what I do, or you can choose to not do what I do. But I'm assuming by watching my videos, you kind of want to do what I do, right? So let's go into where I would start for trying to trade off this. After you've created your chart, you have two indicators on there. You understand the basics of a fair value gap and an inverse fair value gap. I wouldn't say you're ready to trade, but this is the point where it's like, okay, you're probably invested. Maybe you want to start looking at the prop firms so you understand like what they are, right? So let's jump into finding a prop firm for you. I would recommend Lucid Trading. Completely unbiased. I do have an affiliate code with Lucid, but in my experience, I've had Take Profit Trader, I've had Lucid, I've had Apex, I've had Alpha, I've had Tradeify, I've had My Funded Futures. I've had like 6 to 8 prop firms now, and I can personally say that Lucid is hands down the best. It is, for one, your cheapest. For two, the fastest payouts. I've gotten payouts within 30 seconds to my bank account with email confirmation of my payout. Yeah, you can't go wrong. They have a lifetime activation, which is just real-time activation. It's just like constantly being updated with your profits. Besides other firms, when you do hit those profits, you kind of have to wait till the end of the day. Versus Lucid is like, you made this profit, you're good to go. You can change it to funded right now. So let's go over their platform. Let's go over some of the accounts that you guys could look at until you're trying to get into this. So I have it bookmarked, but what you're going to do is just look up Lucid Trading. And when you search that, you're going to see lucidtrading.com, trade with clarity. Click their link. This is what you're going to see. You're going to say get started. For me, I have a portal already, but for you guys, do go to get started. You don't have to select an account right away. I'm pretty sure you can log in before you do this. Yeah, okay. So sign up. You just go to my portal. So go to sign up. Let me go back. Go to my portal first. Don't go to get started first. Go to my portal. Type in your stuff, right? And boom, we're on our dashboard after we type in our information, right? So what you see here, yours is probably going to look like this. It's going to be blank. There's going to be nothing here, right? The reason mine looks a little different is because I have an affiliate and I'm also funded with Lucid, so mine looks a little different, right? What you're going to do, you're going to go to the add account. Here, click add account. There's 3 types of accounts. There's a Lucid Pro, a Lucid Flex, and a Lucid Direct. Me personally, and for you, you should probably never do the Lucid Directs off the bat. It'll make more sense why later on when I explain these rules. The Lucid Pros and Lucid Flex are your bread and butter when it comes to trying to trade, right? So, Lucid Pro. You can read all of the rules right here. So if we see right here, there's a reset fee of $90. So what happens if you hit your max loss limit of $1,000? So let's say I have a 25K account. By the end of the day, for some reason I lost all my trades, I revenge traded, I was gambling, whatever you want to say. The account's at 24K. The account will get closed. You can reset the account for a small fee of $90, right? So your reset fee on a Lucid Pro is $90. Your profit target on a Lucid Pro is $12.50. So what does that mean? With a Lucid Pro, there is no consistency in the valuation phase of the account. What is a consistency? What does it mean? Let's focus on it having no consistency first. and then I'll try to explain what consistency is, right? So Lucid K 25K Pro eval. Let's say you hit 1250 in one day. You can very easily do 1250 in one day. You can get funded that day, that minute. That minute you can upgrade your account. The minute you get 1250. That's the perks of Lucid. The minute you get 1250, it's real-time activation. You can literally just upgrade to funded. You have a funded day one. Is that hard? Sure. For somebody that hasn't ever done this before, for sure. But have people done this on Lucid Pro accounts? Dude, yeah, all the time. This is nothing new. All right, so let's go over there. After we just went over these three, because there's a reset fee, the profit target before you become funded, the max loss limit before the account gets basically closed. The drawdown type. The drawdown type is either intraday or end of day. You want end of day. End of day drawdown is so much better. Don't even worry about intraday because Lucid doesn't have it. I'm pretty sure on all of their accounts now, yeah, they don't even have intradays. Don't even worry about it. So end of day drawdown. So by the end of the day, if you do hit your drawdown, that is what it's doing. The DLL, that is your daily loss limit. So you really don't want a DLL, but if you're pretty bad at managing yourself, then I would recommend DLL, or you set your own risk settings, right? Highly recommend setting your own risk settings. What does that mean? So if you hit, let's say, I'm going to do this 50K, for example, because it actually has a DLL, and the 25K does not have a DLL. So let's say I have a 50K account. The DLL is $1,200. So if by the end of the day, or any time throughout the day, if my account hits $48,800, right? Yeah, I'm not stupid. That's good math. The account hits $48,800 for whatever reason, day one, your account will be closed until the next trading day. Not for good, just till the next trading day. They're trying to limit how much you lose to try to keep you away from blowing your account within seconds or a day. They're trying to keep it to where you're trading with an evaluation purpose. You're trading because you understand trading. You're not trading because, oh, there's a CPI report and I'm hitting 4 contracts. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for people that know how to trade. They're looking for people to try to pass these evaluations to become live funded traders, right? So here at the bottom, you see the account activation fee. There's nothing. It is a one-time fee. A lot of companies have activation fees. They have reset fees. They have monthly fees. Lucid is a one-time payment. It is you'll never see them charge your card again unless you buy another account. That is why I like Lucid so fucking much, because you make a one-time payment and it is a one-time payment. There is no other fucking payment. There is no bullshit. They have fast payouts, real-time activation. The rules are fucking perfect for anyone starting. These are perfect accounts for people starting out trading. I honestly, they're heaven sent accounts. I don't understand. Trader dashboard, all real time as well. So, for me, you can see I have a trading day right now. All of this is real time. If I were to go make a trade, it would show up on my dashboard pretty much within the next 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, right? That's fast enough to be real time. So let's go back to the accounts. You can pass in little as one day. That is only for the pro accounts. That is not for the flex accounts. So if we go here, you can click funded rules, and this will explain what you can do once you're funded. So there's 2 different account statuses. There's evaluation, there's a funded, and that is the 2 you're going to focus on for now. Live is after. You don't have to worry about what a live account is, because you're probably, if you're watching this video, you're probably trading evaluations or funded accounts, right? So evaluation and funded account, right? So your payout profit target is $250 for a 25K pro funded, right? So if I'm not mistaken, that is what you're trying to make for a minimum payout. Yeah, I think so. So the minimum you're able to pay out with a funded for a 25K is $250. Sorry, $250K or $250, not $250K. The max loss limit, which is your account closure, is $1,000 still. So the same, if your account hits 24K, your account still gets closed. There's no DLL. There's no DLL, but there is a Lucid scale. You'll see that once you hit a certain price number, you have to build a buffer, and then that buffer gets trailed up for one time, and then after it hits its max trail buffer, everything you make from there is good. That's going to be kind of confusing. I'll explain it on my accounts here in a second if that doesn't make sense. Consistency. So let's say I have 3 days and my profit was $1,200 and I had 3 accounts have, let's say, what's an easier way to put it? Let's say $1,000. $1,000 in 5 days, and every day I made $200. That is a 20% consistency, because out of $1,000 profit divided by 5 days, what is your average consistency? Because you made 200, you made 200, you made 200, you made 200, you made 200. It's $1,000, 20%. So your consistency is below a 40%, which is good. All good. That's really good. So what would I be targeting for a 25K pro funded? Probably 200. That's a good number for me personally. I don't trade 25Ks. I don't really understand the best margins for 25Ks. Maybe I'm not the best person to listen to for 25Ks. I understand 50K is the best, just because that's what I trade all the time. So days to pay out, you only need 3 days. 3 fucking days. So if you're on day 1 with your Lucid Pro and you get funded and you get your winning day that same day, you are 2 days away from payout. All in 1 day. It's almost like a 1 day, it's almost like a 2 day payout. If you can pass your account, get a winning day secured. A winning day is like $150 or more, depending on what account it is. You need a certain amount of profit per day to act as a winning day, right? So, days to pay out 3. Your max size. You're not going to focus on the max size. For you, if you are on a 25K Pro funded or a 25K Flex, you are strictly using 5 micros. Please fucking listen to this. If there's nothing you understand about this video, please listen to this. If you are on a 50K, your max allocation I want you to use is 1 mini or 10 micros. It is the same thing. One mini is 10 micros. So do the math. 25K Pro is half of a 50K. So what is half of a mini? That's 5 micros. So for every 25K in funding, you can add yourself another 5 micros. It is the best way to scale yourself. You'll have the most success. If you actually listen to this, you will get payouts. Like, you will. People rush this, and if you don't rush this and you actually choose to follow these rules and you're disciplined and you're consistent enough, you will very easily get payouts. It is not hard. It is not hard. Trading is not hard. Trading is all mental and how you react based on how the market's moving, right? So, account activation fee, there's nothing that happens when you get moved to funded. We did talk about the 1 day pass eval, payouts to live. That is a great last rule to end on. Payouts to live. Once you hit 5 payouts, your account get moves to live. So this is going to open a whole new ballpark of your understanding of what these accounts are. There's an evaluation, there's a funded, and there's that last stage I haven't talked about, which is live. I don't want you to really focus on it right now, but just a brief analogy of what it is. It is live capital that the firm gives you to trade with versus a fund account being a simulated account. It's simulated. Everything here is technically fake money, right? But when it comes to prop firms and you have a funded account, this is real money you're able to make. It's not real for the firm. It's real for you. This is real fucking money. So like these here, these are all fake accounts. But I have $4,000 profit on these 5 accounts. That is $20K in 2 days. Yes, it is not a real account, again. But in 3 days, if I get my 3 winning days by the end of this week, which is very obtainable by Friday, I will withdraw $10,000. That is very much fucking real. So if you don't understand the difference between evaluation, funded, live, just don't worry about live. Focus on evaluation, focus on funded, and focus on what they both are, right? So, Lucid Flex. That was all for Lucid Pro. So I'm not going to re-explain the reset fee. I'm not going to re-explain the profit target. I'm not going to re-explain the max loss limit. I'm not going to explain their end of day. The only thing I'm going to explain here is consistency, because that is the only difference from Pro to Flex, right? In Pro, you have to build up a buffer and funded. In Flex, you do not have to build up a buffer and funded. So what does this mean? You have a consistency. If your profit target is $12.50, I want you to go like this. $12.50. I want you to go divided by 2. And what is that? Boom. 625. If you open a 25K flex eval and you make $625, I want you to close out your position and lock the account for the day. That is the max you can win anyway. There's no reason of going for more. It doesn't make even sense to go for more because then you're just going to raise your profit target. Just don't even worry about what any of that means. If you're on a 25K flex, go for $625. And if you make that, get the fuck out, lock out, and just trade tomorrow. That is all you needed for the day. For our 50K, the profit target is $3,000. So what's half of $3,000? $1,500. So what is your max winning day that I want you to have on a 50K pro account or a 50K flex account? $1,500. So what happens, do you think, when you hit $1,500 on a flex 50K? Lock the fuck out. Lock out. Just lock out, please. Stop trying to go for more. It doesn't even make sense why you're going for more. At that point, you're just risking your account for what? For nothing. Every extra dollar you make after that actually makes this challenge harder. Let's say you make $1,600. Let's say you make $1,700. Now you have to make $1,600 or $1,700 the next day. Just because you made fucking $1,600 today doesn't mean you can make $1,400 tomorrow and call it a day. That's not how this works. $1,500. Try to stick close to that. There's a little bit of a buffer. It's up to 51.99%. I finally figured out what the number was. If you hit 52% consistency, fails. Or not fails, you just need an extra trading day. We're trying to get you funded in the least amount of trading days. Because the longer you sit in evaluation, the more you're not making actual money, right? So my goal is to help you make money. Why do I want you in an evaluation for 7 days when you could be trading a funded for 7 days? Doesn't make sense, right? So, again, you're going to see max size. You understand the rules. 25K, 5 micros. 50K, 1 mini or 10 micros. Do not trade more than that. If you trade more than that, I don't know you. I'm just going. Funded rules. Let's click on both of them so you can pull them both up. There's a max loss limit, so that's just a drawdown again. So 25K if you hit 24,000, and if you have a 50K if you hit 48,000, right? Days to pay out. The flexes are a little bit longer. You have to obtain 5 winning days. What does this mean? If you look at my accounts right here for the 50Ks, I need a bare minimum of $150 for a winning day. So like, let's say I have 3 days and I just lost all of them. I'm at 0 out of 5 days, but if I make $150 next day, I'm at 1 out of 5. Even though my account's not at 50, it's at like 49,700, I still technically have 1 winning day, right? So your goal is to get these 5 winning days, because when you get these 5 winning days, the only thing you need from that point is profit to then pull out. You don't need anything else. There's nothing else. There's no bullshit. There's no like, oh, like this, and this. Right? The only rule you cannot do is hedge your accounts. What does this mean? I have one account that's 50K funded. I have another account that's 50K funded. I do max allocation, one on going higher and one max allocation for going lower. They will take away all of your profit and pretty much wipe your account. Please do not do that. If you are going long on an account, the rest of them have to be in longs. If you are going short in the accounts, all of them have to be in shorts. That doesn't mean you have to trade them all at once. I personally trade them all at once, which is why they have the same profit. But for you, if you're just starting out, 1 account, 2 accounts, maybe, and focus on getting winning days. Once you get these winning days, you can start building up a buffer to then trade more confidently. And then once you hit maybe, let's say, 26K on your 25K, maybe you pull out a max payout. Maybe if you hit 54K on a 50K, you pull out a max payout. That's realistic, right? So, back to the accounts. Funded rules for the flex. So that's what that means. There's no activation fee again. There's no daily loss limit. You know what the consistency is. So this is the best part. That's the only difference in both these accounts, which is why I like the flex better. If you're looking for me to tell you which one's better, get the flex accounts. I'll tell you why. If you are funded and your trade is going the right way, right? And let's say I have multiple trades on my channel where I've hit my profit goal and I leave my stop loss here. So max, what happens is I make $900. If this trade keeps running and I keep trailing this, I can keep securing more and more and more and more and more and more, right? God forbid it comes down and just slaps me out to whatever, I still make $900. You cannot do that on pro accounts because there's a consistency in funded. I'm okay with a consistency in eval because it's not real. It's an evaluation. It's all fake money, right? But once you become funded, I don't want to be limited to how much you can make. I'm okay with being limited to how much I'm evaluated on, but once I start making money, who the fuck wants to be limited that you can only make $300 a day? You can only make $500 a day. You can only make $1,000 a day. I'm saying only, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of consistency, I don't want to be limited to how much I can make if the opportunity presents itself, right? So the main goal for you that I would personally recommend, and they're cheaper, by the way, because they take a little bit longer to evaluate. People are a little bit impatient. These are cheaper accounts. They're better accounts. It takes a little bit more. It takes 2 extra days for payouts. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. I do not care. The return on investment on these accounts is so fucking high that it just doesn't make sense not to get them, right? So let's go to pricing for 50K. What I want you to do is click on TradingView, Prop, or TradingView and NinjaTrader. Do not click Rhythmic. Because I trade TradingView. I don't know how to help you if you're on TradeC or Rhythmic. I can only help you on CQG CQG. So you're gonna click that. Boom. You're gonna see this come up. I don't know who this is. Okay. Anyways, remove this. What I want you to do, right? I want you to type in gray. It would mean the world to me because. So boom, you're gonna type in gray. You're gonna see this pop on your screen. You're going to get the max discount with my code. It's gonna help me to give back to you guys. The more you guys use my code on these accounts, is the more accounts I can give away to you guys for free to help change your lives. I do not care about the money I make from these accounts. I don't. I like being affiliated with them because I genuinely like their prop firm. I genuinely think they are the #1 prop firm. I would not be affiliated with them if I did not believe in what they're doing, right? I would not put you guys on to something that doesn't make sense. Please, please, please use my code and go with Lucid. It makes the most sense. They have the easiest understanding rules. They're very understanding. Their support system's great. They have a Discord if you want to join it. Payouts are pretty much instant. There's no downside to using Lucid. For me, it's going to be 30% off. For you, your first 5 orders will be 40% off. So the accounts will be like $84. So you have $84, the chance to make $2,000. That is a crazy percent in terms of return, right? So boom, let's see about your account. That is where I would start with opening an account with Lucid. That is what I would do. That's what I would trade. That's how much I would use. The next step would be coming to TradingView. And this is back on our Chrome browser. You're going to go to here, trade. You're going to see a list of fucking things right here, right? Cool. Show credentials. This is your login for TradingView. You can log into your accounts. You can use TradingView to access your accounts. You don't even have to trade on TradingView. You can just set your limit orders on TradingView. Personally, I like setting them on TradingView just because it's more like real time in a sense versus like TradingView is kind of lagging behind. I wouldn't say it's lagging behind. It's just slightly. But I kind of like the look and feeling of TradingView showing every bid in order versus TradingView. It just kind of shows like what's happening with the price. Like, does it close here, close here, close here, close here, close here? Like, it's just showing what's the actively bought price. It's not showing the active bids and orders coming in. So, yeah, that is the way you connect your TradingView to your TradingView. And now you can trade from here, and it'll connect to your Lucid accounts. So that is how you start from nothing to the point of where I'm at of opening 5 accounts. I have about 20-something funded by now. Not just with Lucid, but other prop firms. I'll get more into that later. But for you guys, the best place to start, Lucid Trading. Open up a 25 to 50K flex eval. Use my code. It would help me out. It helps you out. Helps everybody out. Just do it. Doesn't make sense, right? And that should be it for this video. I'm pretty sure I pretty much hit everything on the head when it comes to Lucid, when it comes to connecting these accounts, when it comes to where to start, comes over going over all of these rules. Yeah, so that should be the video. I really have bad outros. We gotta figure out a fucking outro, yeah. But yeah, let's end this here. And the next one I'll try to talk to, let's see. I can try to show you how I set up my typical trades, what I target, what's my risk to reward. I don't really focus on a specific RR. That's what I mean by RR, right? Is risk to reward, just for anybody that's curious. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of new people, so at this point, I don't know what you do and don't know. I don't have a specific RR. Like, I don't have $50 to make $100 every time. That's not my same 1 to 2. I don't have a specific number. I target the most obvious draw on liquidity. That's going to be more in depth of what that is. But yeah, that's all I need for this video, showing you how to set up these accounts, whatever. And if you have any questions, please rewatch this. If you got confused at any point, that's why I make these videos. If you do have more questions, DM me, comments, just anything to pretty much reach me, and I'll get back to you within probably 24 hours. And if I'm not responded with you to within 24 hours, just please send me another DM. Maybe it just got moved to the bottom, or I just didn't see it. There's a lot of people text me every day about these kind of questions, so please just give me time. I'm only one person. But yeah,